What's up, guys? Sean Dalton here, aka the Slick Trader, and this is my intro video to YouTube. I'm a part-time day trader, full-time CPA, and I'm going to do a weekly recap. As the title suggests, I made $30,000 last week day trading. What you see right now is a cropped up version of TD Ameritrade. You can see my account balance there. It has a little over $30,000 in it. I did fund my account with $30,000 on March 3rd. If you have questions about the dates, I can make a separate video as to what I was doing prior to March 3rd, but I have been trading for about 2.5 years at this point. Closer to 2.5. So, funded my account with $30,000. Obviously, due to the pattern day trading rule, you need a minimum of $25,000 in your account to day trade as much as you want. And I have an additional $5,000 there as a buffer or a pillow in case I have a few bad trades, a few bad days. I don't fall under that threshold. So, in a second, I'm going to substantiate my $30,000 week. I'm going to prove to you that I did indeed make $30,000 in a single week, and that this is not fake news, or I'm not lying. So I will show that here in a second. And the $30,000 week was in large part to a very volatile market due to the coronavirus. It was very, very, very extremely bearish conditions. A lot of stocks were making $4, $5, $6 swings intraday up and down. And I go long or short, so I was capitalizing on every opportunity I could. There were almost too many to take in. Probably had a watch list that was 25 or 30 stocks a day, and I was religiously following all of these tickers. So it was a stressful but very very engaging period. A lot to do, a lot of trades to make. So again, as you see here, little over $30,000. And in just a second, I'm going to show you a statement where you will see that $30,000 deposit on March 3rd. You will see a current balance on March 14th of $30,377. Let's give it 1 second here, guys. I'm going to here we go. So here's my history and statements. And we are going to go to transactions and deposits and withdrawals. And you can see up in the top right hand corner account balances as of 3/14 I have over 30K. And you're going to see here on March 3rd, funded the account with $30,000. March 10th, that first line under the $30,000 deposit, that was March 9th's gains of $12,500. I actually made $13,500, but I swept out a little less. And then you're going to see another line item from March 10th. That was actually March 10th's gains, $5,500, followed by $1,000, followed by $3,000, followed by $5,000. Added up, and it's like $28,000 in one week day trading. So that substantiates my claim that I made over 30K day trading. So let's get into a couple of the trades I made. I'm not going to go through them all because I make probably 50 to 100 trades a day. That's my trading style. It fits my personality. It goes along with my trading edge. I'm sure you guys have heard that term, but I have found the more I trade, the more profitable I become. So what we're doing here, I'm going to go over 4 different tickers that I traded throughout the week. I'm going to show you the trades I made. This is my real-time account. So this is the first one, CLB. Don't care about the name of the company. Don't trade fundamentals. I trade charts and patterns. So what you're going to see here, this is a ticker on March 9th. I made about $3,000 on this trade alone. So you're going to see me going long. It was that early morning. I just kind of got in early, thought it might bounce above that 10-day EMEA. Did not, so I got out, small gain. On a side note, generally I have the EMEA and the MACD on here, but I don't exactly trade with them. For the most part, I trade based on volume and price action alone. I've been looking at charts for over 2.5 years, hours upon hours upon hours of charts, so I know what to look for. I'm zooming in here. What happened was earlier in the day I saw a huge bid at 1306 and the ask was at 1307, and it kept chipping away at that bid all afternoon. I set an alert. Once the ask was at 305 or below, it alerted me. I jumped in and shorted as soon as I could. I got filled at 1594 and I just rode this sucker down. Again, I made $3,000 on this ticker alone on March 9th. So I jumped in, I immediately moved to break even, and then what I do is I trail my winners down. I get stopped out, and then I jump back in. If I think it's going to continue to go down, I'll jump right back in, short it again. That's what you see me doing here. I jumped in a third time, probably went to the well one too many times on this one, and I got stopped out for a decent sized loss there. So that was CLB, and that was $3,000 on March 9th. As you can see, I traded this a few other times throughout the week. Definitely a good shorting opportunity. Not something you want to hold overnight in these kind of market conditions. You don't know if it's going to gap up or down. I never hold overnight personally. It's risk that I don't want to take on. The next ticker was OXY. Again, don't care about the name, care about the chart. You're going to see a lot of trades here, guys. Like I said, I'm trading 50 to 100 times a day. That's why I love TD Ameritrade, no commissions. Otherwise, I'm giving back 15% of my profits. So OXY, I'm going to zoom in on this one. I'm on the 5-day, 5-minute chart. That's the chart I trade off of. And again, what you're going to see here is in the morning, I'm going long. The afternoon, I'm going short. I'm reading volume. I'm reading price action. So riding the momentum up, riding the momentum down, making money both ways. I made $4,000 on this ticker alone on March 9th. So this was another big winner for me. I think this one gapped down too in the morning. So it gapped down like the first 10 minutes of the day before it rallied up. On a side note, I do not trade the first 10 to 15 minutes of the day. Generally, or for the most part, it's because of Thinkorswim. It won't fill my orders in time. So I'll put in an order at 9:31. It gets filled at 9:37, and I'm down $800. So that happened once, and I was like, all right, I'm done. I'll wait until 9:45 to trade. It's just not worth the risk. If I can't get filled, I'm not going to risk jumping in and getting filled 6 minutes later at a terrible price, especially in these market conditions where 5 or 6 minutes the stock can move $1 or $2. So this was OXY again, and this was $4,000 on March 9th. So between this and CLB, we're up to $7K on just those two tickers alone. And I made $13.5 total on the 9th, but I withdrew $12.5. So let's see. We're gonna go to the next one here in a second. You're gonna see again that this next ticker. I mean, I traded a bunch, guys. Like I said, I'm trading 50 to 100 times a day. I'm lucky to have a job that allows me to be in front of my computer all day, so it's easy to really follow these stocks and jump in when I see an opportunity. So this is another one where it sold off in the morning, and then it consolidated for about an hour, and around 1 o'clock, 12 or 1 o'clock, this thing just took off. I mean, it really took off. So I went long the entire afternoon on this. So what I do is generally I get into a position because I think it's going to pop. So I'll jump in and I'll put my stop either a couple pennies above or below, depending on if I'm going long or shorting, because I'm so confident in my position. So if I do get stopped out, losing 40 or 60 bucks, and if it pops, I'm making 4, 5, 6, 700, couple grand on it. So my winners are a lot bigger than my losers. So on this one, like I said, we just kept going long on it. Unfortunately, I missed, it got halted going up once, and I missed that. Like I said, due to getting stopped out, my trading style, the second the stock goes in my favor, I move to break even, then I trail it up. Get stopped out, I'll jump back in again. It's a strategy that I've found works for me. It may not work for everyone. You have to find what works for you. Here is TRGP. Probably traded this thing 100 times last week, maybe even more. So this is March 10th, and on this ticker on March 10th, I made $4,200. Getting in, getting out, getting in, getting out. So again, the second the stock goes in my favor, I'm moving my stop loss to break even, and then I'm trailing it up, locking in profit. So I sold off in the morning. The market was selling the ticker off, so I sold the ticker off. In the afternoon, momentum's pushing it up, so I'm going long. I'll go short, I'll go long. I'll do whatever the market dictates. Now I'm here to make money, so I'm not going to try to, put force my strategy onto a ticker. So again, I made $4,200 off this on the 10th. And these are just 4 tickers that I traded. I probably traded about 20 or 25 tickers throughout the week, and these 4 were 4 of the more profitable ones. These 4 total about like $15,000 in profits for me for the week. So another $13K in profits, a couple other big tickers, but I could sit here and talk all day about everything that I traded. So that's going to conclude this video, guys. Leave a like, comment, let me know what you want to see next, and I'll see you guys next Saturday or Sunday on another weekly recap. Let's make another 30,000.